Okay, you have a Plex server and you have a bunch of files that you would like to run through the Plex server. So for the Plex server to work with your media files, the media files has to be organized in a specific way. If you go to their website, the Plex server website, there is a very specific way of organizing your files so that the Plex can detect the files and can render it to your TV or your custom desktop. Now, to do this, suppose that you have a bunch of files. Suppose you have a bunch of TV shows and there are hundreds of episodes. It's not a good idea to rename the files by hand, manually. So today we're going to talk about how to organize your files using a software called Bulk Rename Utility. Using this software, you can rename a bunch of files just with a mouse click. First, you need to download this software, which is Bulk Rename Utility. If you go there, and this is their website, this software is free, so just click download, and then you can download and install the whole software. I've already installed it, so no need to install it again. Now, for our case, suppose that I have a show which is called Naruto Shippuden, and the way that the organization of Plex works is that the name of the show, then you have a dash, and then season 1 episode number, and then you have the name of the episodes. So this is how your name of the media should be organized. But I have a bunch of files. Here are some episodes of Naruto Shippuden which are not named in that same way. And now here there are actually 68 items. Now I don't want to rename them manually because that would take a long time. So let's use Bulk Rename Utility to do this for us. Okay, so this is your main interface, and now here's on the left side you can see you have a browser, so you can go to the specific place where you have the file. So let's go to downloads and then video, and then here you can see on the right side on the top you have the files here, the Naruto Shippuden files. So the first row from the left is the original name. The second row is the name that is going to be after we change it. So that's the updated name, and then you have the size and the modified version. Okay. Here you can see you have regex, which is where you can put the formula for the new name. We'll use that today. You also have replace. The replace is, suppose you have a word here, you would like to replace it with another word, you can use it from here. Then you have remove, so you can remove certain characters from the name. You can add a prefix, you can add a suffix, or you can add any text in the middle of the name. Then you also have an auto date option, so you can put the date of each file, individual files in the name. The numbering option, you can renumber the files using your specific order. You also, if you want to do a manual name changing, you can do it with the name option here. If you put a name here, if you select something and then put a new name like FA, you can see the new name is FA. So that's one option. So we're going to use these 5 options today. Okay, the first thing, the trickiest part is to use the regex option. So to do this, we need to understand how this thing works. So the match part, so every name here has a formula. So what I mean by the formula is that these names, if you see it closely, they have a constant part, which is Naruto Shippuden. This is a constant part. It also has a number that is changing in each file from 433 to 438, and it goes on. You also have another part where it's also a constant. So we have two parts, constant part and we have a variable part. So first, let's start with, first you select everything. Let's start with the constant part. So that's Naruto dot Shippuden. As you can see, when it matches, so this part actually matches with all of the names. So it's trying to, replace those part with this replace this field here, the replace option. It's red means it's giving us an error, and I'll show you how to change that. For now, let's put it F. Then you have dot E, and now, as you can see, this part is a constant part, and we also have a variable part, the three numbers, right? So to tell this software that you have a variable part, you need to start a bracket, put dot, then curl bracket, and put 3. This means that the next 3 characters, in which case you have 433, 434, and so on and on, the next 3 characters are, considered as a variable, which is a variable number 1. Then you have a dot, you have bit, then you have third bracket 720. Now, when you have brackets in the constant part of the name, you start with a slash bracket start 720 slash bracket stop. So this part is actually corresponds to this part here, the 720. Okay. Then you have bit download.ir. So now I have this whole thing here. It's recognizing the full thing so that the whole thing is replaced by F here. If I changed, suppose in instead of IR I put ID, now you can see it's not detecting this formula and it's not showing anything. So okay, so far so good. Now the new name would be, if you look back in our Plex Media, what I have is Naruto Shippuden, and then this is the formula for where we want to go. Okay, so we say Naruto Shippuden. Let's make sure that it matches. So Naruto Shippuden. Okay. Then you have dash season. This is season 1, so you put 1 here. Episode. Now here is the thing. In the next 3 part, if you look at this, after E you have the episode number, which is in our case the variable we declared here, which is this part. So we say this is the variable 1, so it's /1. That means it's the first variable. If you see here, it's saying that Naruto Shippuden, you have a dash, season 1, episode 433, which is here. It came from the original 433, from the original name. And this is how you change all of the files in the same name. Okay, so far so good. Now we don't need these parts here, so you just uncheck that. Now click rename. Okay, it's done. Actually, if you go back to your videos, there you go. So you have the new name organized in a specific formula. So this is how change the name of lots of files in a just in one click, and yeah. So it also helps you organize your files into the future in different various cases. So yeah, okay, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.